This one was channeled when I was on the road and I saw 4 crows. So I counted them, but I also, as I was counting them, I kept hearing 1, 2, 3, 4. And then as I kept driving, because I passed these 4 crows, they were like picking at a receipt. So I know it has to do with something written. It could be like a deed of a house or something, some kind of paperwork, or maybe manifestations, or some sort of like energy work that somebody did. But they were picking at this receipt, like they were, and it felt like 4 people were in judgment. So I'm gonna go ahead, and I don't know if I'm gonna describe the 4 different people. Okay, so they want me to do a pick a card reading, I guess, and there's going to be 4 different energies represented by the 4 different crows. So I guess there'll be 4 piles. They're saying some of you may pick more than one, and that's totally fine, but they want me to do it this way for some reason. The Palo Santo is still on fire. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's still going right now because I already cleansed and I shielded myself, my loved ones, my home, and everybody that is watching this. We are protected. I want to thank our benevolent ancestors, our benevolent angels, our benevolent archangels, and our benevolent spirit familia that guide and protect us daily on all levels and in all realms, for allowing me to give this message or these messages to you, whoever's watching. This is a timeless reading. This is a general reading, but it feels very important because I also wanted to do a Lionsgate portal reading for the signs, but this one felt more like it needed to be done before the Lionsgate one. So I'm gonna respect that. I do want to go ahead and ground the energy of these 4 different crows, which feel like obviously people, I don't know, but there's 4 different energies, and I guess it'll be separated in 4 different piles. I heard exactly. So again, you can pick more than one pile. I am gonna ask your higher self to concentrate as you're picking these piles. Make sure you ask your higher self, not just pick with your eyes, but pick with your actual intuition and your heart. I want to go ahead and ground the energy of whoever's watching this, and I want to shield you as I do it with the highest of protection, with the golden frequency of infinite creator and all of our benevolent spirit familia. I heard high priestess, so I might be speaking to my high priestess. Before I started the reading, I almost burned myself with this, with the herb I was burning. And it burns my rebozo, and I'm a little sad about that. But I can tell it's like a message that's trying to be stopped right now. So fuck off whoever's trying to stop it. I'm asking my golden dragon to please step up, my higher self to please step up, so I can channel for you guys through my heart, not my ego. Whoever clapped right now, okay, I saw somebody like quietly clap. Thank you, I guess. I'm gonna go ahead and ground the energies finally. Thank you for grounding the energies and cleansing whoever is watching this video from any low vibrational energies, from any blockages, so I can give a clear, honest message of truth coming from divine love, divine guidance, and divine protection. Okay, so they want me to pull from the Kipper's deck, which I'm going to go ahead and do for these 4 energies. because this lets you know. That's gonna be how you're gonna know what pile visually. This feels like I'm talking to other psychics or divine collective energies, because they keep calling me High Priestess. I heard some of you are stepping into your power finally. Okay. What is the first energy or the pile for pile number 1? Pile number 1. Pile number 1. Speak clearly, please. Pile number 1. So pile number 1 is a main male. Pile number 2. Pile number 2. There's a married couple involved in pile number 2. Pile number 3 is represented by the courthouse, which could be like a physical court case in the physical realm or spiritual realm. But judgment is here. And pile number 4 is having to do with your work or what you do for a living with occupation. So we're gonna head. For my clear audience people, I'm gonna go ahead and ring the bell 4 times. So you guys can choose through your clear audience ability. Because this feels like I'm talking to other high priestesses. And I have to respect that. For pile number 1. Pile number 2. Pile number 3. Pile number 4. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and get started with pile number 1. So pile number 1, you chose a main male here. So one of the crows is representing a main male or a masculine energy here. What deck am I gonna use for pile 1? I've never done a pick a card reading for YouTube, so if you guys do like this one, go ahead and leave a like, a comment, or subscribe if you like my energy. I want to thank all the people coming back, and I want to welcome all the people that are new to this Soul Familia. Get the present energy of this main male, represented by one of the crows, by crow number 1. Main male. Can we get the energy of this main male? This main male might be your significant other or your divine counterpart, because the Ace of Cups fell out. This is somebody that has an overflowing love for you. They have very deep emotions. Okay, so they're giving me the visual of like their love is constant, like this fountain in this pond, like it's never ending. It continues to keep on moving, evolving, growing, giving. You have joy, bliss, new romance, deep emotion. So this main male has deep emotions for you. And then there's screaming, like what's pulling me the most from this Ace of Cups card is this is it. They could be Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. They don't have to be, but it could be a water sign because both of them Both of these cards are water energy. You have Messenger of Cups in reverse, which is representing vulnerability. So there's some sort of block here. It could be an emotional block caused by an inner child wounding. But this person can't stop thinking of you. And yet at the same time, as consistent as this fountain or love for you is, they're unable to express this love to you for whatever reason. This feels like they are it's hard for them to be vulnerable. And they might be facing some failures right now, but they feel more like redirections, to be honest. Like life might not, it feels like a lot of tower moments around them at this time, presently. Okay, this is somebody that knows that their manipulations won't work with you because you see right through them. They also understand that you can see through their inner child, and that scares the shit out of them. Just being honest. But it's almost like a fear or intimidation, I guess, more so. But an intimidation of you, like seeing their wounds, and them not being able to put that mask of I am this tough masculine energy. You know what I'm saying? This might be somebody's twin flame, but they're telling me that. They might show up as calculating and unemotional, again, because there's a reason that they can't express their vulnerability with you. They might come off to you as somebody that's very pessimistic, that's easily influenced by the people around them. Clouded vision is sticking out in gossip here. So you might have heard some gossip about you that have kind of put another block in this path towards, like, even though they feel these romantic emotions, deep emotions for you, they're easily influenced by gossip about you. What is this gossip regarding? Whoa. Oh, come on. One of the cards fell. Give me a second. Okay, apparently there was a lot of cards down there, because no wonder my black deck looked a little thinner than it normally is. This main male could be an air sign, a Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, with this King of Swords here. That was one of the cards that flew out. It says mind over matter, legal matters, integrity, eloquent, rational, regimented, structured, intelligent, and detached. So the reason why they're coming off as detached or unable to be vulnerable is because they're normally this King of Swords energy. A King of Swords is somebody that is very logical, and they're very good at focusing on the 3D world. Even though they're air signs, they care more about like the image, their responsibilities, their structure. So they don't like anything that messes with their comfort level. Okay, I am out of breath. I wanted also to show, this is one of the sage pieces that fell off, and if you notice it, it looks like an infinite symbol like coming apart that's broken, right? So this feels like either the divine feminine energy, or whoever's watching this is feminine energy that's coming through as the Empress. This is the card that fell. Is kind of like her end of this contract, or soul contract is broken. Like she's done being patient. This feels like an Empress that still wants the best for this main male or masculine energy, or this King of Swords energy. But because they are divine feminine, it's kind of like they know that they shouldn't wait for this person. They know that if I heard this contract can be restored, but presently this divine feminine she is in a place where she's let go of it. I just heard her say, I don't want to, but I have to. It could be for her own mental health. It could be because she knows as a divine feminine, as a high priestess, that this is what she needs to do to, in a way, protect herself. And then it's kind of like, it doesn't really feel like survival. It feels more like emotional wisdom that's being grounded by this divine feminine, like knowing that things are out of her control, knowing that all she can do is trust this King of Swords to do and to take care of whatever needs to be taken care of, not for this union, not for this soul contract only, but for his well-being as well. I heard exactly, so that's what's happening. They do want me to go ahead and burn this sage in front of you, so let's go ahead and burn it. You see how the flames made it like kind of in a way bond together again? This feels like somebody that's done hurting herself or themselves. Not gender, it's energy. And it smells like roses right now, like when you burn rose petals. And there was no rose petals on this sage because I tried not to use sage unless I really have to. And as a high priestess, unfortunately, I have to do a lot of cleansing because of all the energy I'm around. So you could be this divine feminine energy, sensual, beauty, motherhood, pregnancy, nurturing, magnetic, creation, fertility, art. You could be artistic. It smells like rose petals. And there's no rose petals in this cantarito. I'm picking up on this divine masculine or masculine energy being really upset that he's feeling this divine feminine pull back her energy. But it's kind of making me feel like this is what needs to be done. Not to manipulate, not to like pull him back, not for any of that extra shit. It's more like right now she needs to take care of her and she trusts that he will take care of himself. And it sounds a little cold and like I give up energy, but in life, like that's emotional wisdom, knowing what to call your energy back from, knowing when it's time to let a situation go, let a soul contract go, you know, to continue in your authenticity. Some of you might be violet aura, like violet rays, because I'm seeing the sage very violet right now. Some of you could be blue rays. So they want me to blindly just choose what other cards are here because I know nothing is a coincidence and everything is always aligned for us. There is a karmic brother here that is stepping in between, that could be doing some type of work against this union. What the fuck? I heard on both ends. So there's a karmic brother in this main male's journey, and this divine feminine's journey, this Empress energy. I knew this was a twin flame shit. You got the chaser, the runner, engagement ring, paradise, happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. So these people really love each other. What? Why is there a gray hair? I don't have gray hairs. There is someone here that cannot be trusted. It could be this karmic brother. But there's a girl with the snake here. Empath and narcissist paradigm, being charmed or used, enable boundaries. For some of you, the divine feminine especially needs to have this sort of, you need to call back your energy from a karmic brother. Or set clear boundaries with them. What is this sage is going crazy right now? So may these boundaries be set clearly with this karmic brother. Or karmic brothers, because apparently it's on both ends. You have twin flames here. It was one of the cards that I also saw when all of these cards, remember, are cards that fell that I didn't realize were in my little void area. And I noticed when the divine, this Empress, the divine feminine card fell as well in that same area. Okay. There's a coffee cup, meeting and conversing, savoring the moment. This feels like this masculine energy wants to speak to this divine feminine and explain a lot of things. It could be done over a cup of coffee. It could be that they're like almost exploding with all of this information. It's kind of like all of the stuff that they've been too... all of these things that I have chills right now, all of these things that they've been suppressing are gonna like explode. Like they can't hold in their emotions anymore. So you have Will You Marry Me and Engagement Ring. These are two different decks. This green one is from my Reflect Me to We deck. Personal deck. You have 5151. That could be an angel number you've been seeing or you will see after this reading to confirm this message is for you. You have change in love, new beginning of love, power couple. So this is a twin flame power couple. My voice is shaky. I know you guys can hear it. So, some of you guys are really exhausted. And I'm right there with you. But you guys should look at your solar plexus because there might be a block there. Do you have solar plexus chakra? I do. Okay, this is coming through really clearly. There's a lot of passion here. Let me say this first. There's a lot of passion here and same chemistry, like each other equally, having fun. So both of you guys feel the same way about each other, even if this has not been expressed. For some, you might have expressed it and they didn't return any type of emotional information back. Like they didn't know what to say, or they ghosted you after you were vulnerable with them in whatever way. You have Cupid's arrow, have faith, love is coming, surprise invitation or meeting, hesitation. So they're asking you to have faith, like this person's emotions are real and they're very deep for you. With romantic success in this fountain, it's giving me like a clear message of this is it, like stop running from your true love type of energy. You have boat, receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, culture issues. But receiving what you need is standing out the most. Some of you might have seen a fountain like this in a park. Some of you might actually have seen a boat in some sort of lake or like recently. You have girl talk, time with friends, moving on, happily single. So again, this confirms like this divine feminine energy, pulling back her energy and just focusing on her individual journey and like living in the moment, and like no longer longing, no longer waiting, no longer expecting. But loves, they're encouraging you to have faith, okay? There's some sort of growth here with the butterfly. If you've been seeing white butterflies, or if you've been seeing the black and yellow ones, or the swallowtails, I believe that's what they're called, or the yellow with black spots, which are also swallowtails, I believe, which they've been another omen for other readings. But there's butterflies here that have been around you, and that's a representation, that spirit letting you know that you're going through some sort of spiritual growth. So by letting this go, by letting whatever is out of your control go, divine feminines, you have actually cemented this spiritual growth. And it is also a sign that this relationship is evolving to the next phase, healing the inner child and growth. So as this divine masculine or main male, because remember earlier you had inner child and wounding here. That's why they're not able to come forward and express their feelings, or were not able to. Again, this feels like somebody that the divine feminines might have expressed how they felt, or they've been vulnerable with this divine masculine or main male. But there's karmic brothers here that might be doing some energy, or like energy work, or might just be fucking with the union, because both the divine masculine and the divine feminine have to heal some sort of inner child wound with these karmic brothers, okay? So that's, I heard ding 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 ding. So if that resonated, that might be something you want to look forward to. A way to do healing is by forgiving them for whatever they did to you as a kid, or for whatever they've done to you. You can call your power back from these karmic brothers. You can keep these boundaries like very solid and keep it at a minimum with them. Like no longer giving these karmic brothers your energy in any way. But there is growth here, because you guys are healing the wounds from your inner child. This feels like it has to do with these karmic brothers on both ends. The sword and rose, clarity, truth, revelation, solidarity, force, honor, protection, and power. And then with ideal, it feels like there is going to be some sort of engagement here, or this main male will ask you to marry them, or they actually are. This feels like they kind of already, whoa, my nose is really itchy, so if I sneeze, I apologize in advance. But they gave me a clear vision right now as my nose was itchy, and it was somebody proposing, and also somebody like daydreaming of proposing as they're washing the dishes. Like as this masculine energy has washed dishes, they've imagined like how would they propose to you, even if they've never told you how they feel about you. This feels like somebody that daydreams of a life with you. They know that you are their truest mirror in the most spiritual way. Like they know that you're their spiritual spouse. Okay. What does this main male want to tell this divine feminine? Okay, so you guys have a love life is being affected by Atlantis, or an Atlantis past lifetime. There's also an Asian lifetime here. It could be that you guys have some sort of Asian roots, or there was some sort of unrequited love here. Can we clarify unrequited love? I heard this divine feminine thought this was unrequited love. That might be what made her like pull back her energy and let go of this situation. You have trees. They clearly showed me somebody hugging a tree, so that might have been something you did recently. Maybe as you hug this tree, you let go of this connection, or you let go of anything that was out of your control. Can you clarify unrequited love? Forgiveness is sticking out here at the bottom of the deck, if you see it. So if you've seen doves, it could be white doves, it could be gray doves with the white tip, like white winged tail. Any type of dove could be a sign. So if you've been seeing them, you have scriber, writer, Celtic. So some of you might have had a Celtic past lifetime with them. The scriber writer, it feels like he's written so many things to you. Like he's tried so many times to express how he feels, but he just doesn't know how to. It's kind of like somebody that walks in only logic or is very rational. They don't know what to do with all these emotions, like with these deep emotions. There's a mother figure here that might have already crossed over because it's in reverse, where one of you have to forgive a mother with forgiveness and mother here. But this also feels like there's some forgiving that needs to happen with this karmic brother, or you have to forgive the other person for thinking it's unrequited love, when in reality it was a lack of vulnerability, not a lack of emotions. If that makes any sense. Where am I going with this? What deck am I using? Okay, you want me to pull some guidance from the Love Oracle and one card from the Love Your Inner Goddess, since I am talking to Divine Feminines. Some of you could be this main male that chose this pile, and that's perfectly fine. Can we give some guidance for pile number 1, please? One card. Pile number 1. Excuse my little hands, okay? It's hard for me to shuffle this deck. I have tiny hands. You have Lioness, so some of you could have Leo in your chart. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Free Spirit. Okay, which one am I reading? Lion-hearted. And this also goes with the Lion Gate portal that we're going through. It was yesterday. I'm recording this on the 9th, but there's still some energy left over that we're still going through. But they want me to read Lion-hearted. Notice the roses on her, like to the side of this crown, and then it says Lion-hearted on the crown. And notice these roses, like the similarities. That's pretty dope. And I just cut the roses from my garden before I did the reading. Okay, Lion-hearted 26. Lioness, in a reading, your ability to love yourself and be empowered is maturing. So again, confirming that your spiritual growth through this letting go of the situation. You are learning that the real beauty and value of you comes from within. You are learning to rise above emotional game playing with honesty. You can enjoy your attractiveness as a person without allowing it to control your life or your sense of self-worth. If others try to control you through their opinions about your appearance or in any other way, you will be strong enough to recognize it as their issue and nothing to do with you. So projections of themselves having to do with your appearance. Others will be attracted to your true inner beauty. I just got really dizzy. And my crown is like zooming right now. Like I can feel it vibrating. For some of you, you might not be this masculine's like usual type when it comes to like physical appearance, but they are in love. Like I'm talking love, like deep love with your inner beauty. Like they love your soul. They love how beautiful your soul is. And if you ask me, that's true love right there. Like them not really caring about the physical appearance as much as how beautiful your soul is, and seeing you for who you really are, like on a soul level, not just a physical level. Do you see what I'm saying? And this does not mean that they're not attracted to you. It doesn't feel like that. It feels more like it's deeper than the physical. It's not like they genuinely are in love with you on a spiritual level. And it's kind of more like now it's being grounded in the physical level. Some of them might be dreaming a lot about you recently. Appreciating your loveliness and enjoying how it helps them feel good about who they are too. Oh, I'm sorry. Others will be attracted to your true inner beauty, appreciating your loveliness and enjoying how it helps them feel good about who they are too. So seeing some of themselves within you and your soul, like them recognizing that you are their twin flame, you are their true mirror or their truest reflection. Lioness brings you her soul medicine, helping you recognize that your feminine power is grounded in dignity. She stands against beauty being used as a tool of manipulation, to get something, to control someone, to put someone else down and make them feel unworthy. I heard ding, 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 ding. She knows that such behavior is dishonorable. And if you think about it, it's somebody that's insecure needs to bring others down to feel good about themselves. Taking what was once beautiful and distorting it into something ugly and corrupt. Lioness is a medicine of honor, of beauty, that is enjoyed but not exploited. She is a soul medicine of courage. She refuses to be used as a pawn in another's game. She refuses to play with the minds and emotions of others. I'm running out of breath right now for whatever reason. Like I feel like I've run a marathon. I don't know why. Her ways are direct. Maybe you guys have been through a long journey. To my divine feminines and probably divine masculines as well, because remember, we reflect each other. This feels like somebody that's exhausted but very strong and warrior like at the same time. Like it's kind of like they know how to catch your breath within a marathon, right? They know that the marathon continues no matter what. They know that they have to go through that finish line no matter what. Wow, this is beautiful. Okay, she is a soul medicine of courage. She refuses to be used as a pawn in another's game. She refuses to play with the minds and emotions of others. Her ways are direct and open, so vulnerable. She is confident in who she is, and she is not afraid to be honest. Some may try to get the better of you, but she knows that you will never let yourself be manipulated. Even if quietly spoken, your truth has the impact of a roar. Lioness is not afraid to claim what is rightfully hers, as she will not let you quit until you secure what is meant for you. With her confidence in your heart, you can live your life in the open without any need to hide. You are the holder of lioness medicine, a brave one, a huntress, a protector of dignity, justice, and truth. So the sacred ritual is invite your inner lioness to communicate with you. Imagine, see, feel, or pretend that you can see her moving within your own soul. You may sense her resting, seeking out her lion mate, protecting her cubs, or out on the hunt. Trust her to show you the wisdom you need for yourself now, as you play with her lioness spirit and soul medicine. Wow, this is beautiful. Okay. For some, as you step into your free spirit and call your power back from this divine masculine, and letting go of the letting go of the waiting, letting go of the yearning, letting go of, how do I say, this blind loyalty. Because in a way, we know that when we focus on the divine counterpart or on the twin flame, we push them away. It's just an energetic way of being when it comes to the twin flames. But when you refocus and recenter within yourself and focus on what you are able to control, but not in a egotistic way, more in okay, well, what can I focus on within my own journey, within my individual journey? What needs the most attention from me right now? What do I need to heal? What do I need to enjoy? What do I need to create? What do I need to continue to be my most authentic self, right? I'm also talking to somebody that enjoys putting bouquets together, or enjoys being around flowers, enjoys being around Mother Earth, enjoys being present with Mother Earth. This is somebody that thanks Mother Earth whenever they take something from her. It could be while you're picking roses, while you're picking flowers. You see the beauty in the wild. You see which in return lets you see the beauty within your authenticity, the beauty within your individual journey. And I commend you for that, because it's not easy for people to accept their growth. I don't know why I'm getting emotional. It's not easy for people to accept all the obstacles that we've overcome. For some, it could be deep childhood trauma. For others, it could be as this masculine is maybe feeling their world is crumbling in front of them. But again, it feels like redirections, seeing the beauty within the chaos. Understanding that when there's an ending, there's a new beginning. Understanding that sometimes all we can do is just let go. Let go of the guilt, let go of the shame, let go of other people's projections. Just let go of shit that's out of your control. And in this, I don't know why the fuck I'm so emotional, but this is what's happening right now. And all I can do is accept it. But I can feel the energy of you guys roaring, you guys standing up for yourselves, and you guys knowing that you deserve the same love you give, and that you don't feel guilty for wanting that in return. Not because you give to expect, because that's not how this energy feels. This is somebody that's very giving and has been very giving. But this feels like somebody that has finally stepped into their power and knowing their worth, regardless of who they're with, regardless of if they are single, regardless of if they're in a relationship. This is somebody that has chosen to walk with their heart unapologetically. And I just want to say, fucking appreciate you. If you have not heard that in a while, we feel each other, you know, like this shit is not easy. This twin flame journey is not easy. And as a sister, as somebody that is right there with you through this fucking battle, like, I commend you and I'm so proud of you. And it took a lot for you to let go, but it's kind of like what was needed for your own health and for your well-being. And remember that when you protect yourself, you protect your loved ones as well, because you're protecting the best version of you. You're protecting your vulnerable parts. You're protecting the inner child that just needs safety and protection and love, you know? And I'm proud of you, and I hope you're proud of yourselves too. Okay, loves, I had to take a break because I get a little emotional. Like, I had to just recenter real quick. But I did not forget the Lover's Oracle. I low-key did, and then I'm like, well, shit, it's not as short as I wanted pile 1 to be, so might as well give them the Love Oracle guidance as well. Cupid's arrow wanted to pop out, like in the other deck. So what is the love guidance for pile number 1? What is the love guidance for pile number 1? I'm clearly going to have to break it up in different parts. So they're piles, like each pile will be a reading. They will all have the beginning intro of where I'm like choosing the card for each pile. What's the love guidance for pile number 1? Love guidance for pile number 1. So you have playfulness, laughter is the best therapy, have some fun together, and remember, love is the greatest healer. So instead of being angry at each other, be compassionate with one another and try to be funny or find the joy in things. Power, you instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or to walk away at any time, which reflects what the divine feminine energy chose to do. It is important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone. Instead of placing your focus on another, now is the time to give to yourself. And look at the back of the card. This feels like a feminine energy that's choosing to do that and focus on self instead of the journey itself, or the twin flame journey. Yeah, give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. So that's the faith that they were trying to, for you to focus on, and its reflection at the top of the card. Close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. So as lonely as you might feel, that doesn't mean you do not deserve joy. You do not deserve happiness, you know. You can find joy within yourself. You can find... Did I not say I saw somebody hugging a tree? And she's hugging a tree. Oh, this is beautiful. Whoever hugged a tree and chose herself, power to you, love. Power to you. Anything else for pile 1? Pile 1. Deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. Which some of you, what feels right is focusing on yourself and on your individual journey at this present moment, and that's completely fine. A message for you: I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. This feels like it is from your divine counterpart, but it also feels like this is coming from you to you. This is coming from yourself. This is yourself telling you how much they love you, for choosing you, for choosing what's best for you, regardless of how hard it was to let it go. Okay? Freedom. There is nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. And then this beautiful image reminds me of the lion-hearted card and the lioness coming from within and stepping up. And for the divine feminines, like you guys stepping into your true power. A sign of that might be a rainbow, like in the background, or a lotus flower. Or maybe when you're showering, you almost did this pose that she's doing right now, like you guys are stepping into your power. You are stepping into your divine feminine energy. You are stepping into your femininity and doing what is best for you. Okay? I want to thank you again for choosing and spending this time and trusting me with your messages. Again, if you want to watch all the piles, that's completely fine, but try to choose with your heart and your intuition and your higher self. Or if you just want to see what wisdom you get from all piles, you are more than welcome.